so modest, I can admit my own fault. And my only fault is I don't realize how great I really am.
Where my champions at? Where my champions? Dim the lights just to recreate the ambience. I'm about to murder the stage, call an ambulance. Moment of silence, my condolences. I'm going crazy, I don't think that I can hold it in. I'm afraid of button, pull up the yak, sprinkle some stress in the blunt.
Each one of us can build wealth, replace scarcity with abundance, replace average with greatness, replace uncertainty with conviction. Success is there for the taking. Small business owners, entrepreneurs, startups, and the ambitious. Grant Cardone tells you what you have to do to prosper in this new economy. He'll inform you in everything business, finance, and career related. Get ready. Find the knowledge for your success. It's all here, right now, in the Cardone Zone.
On your plexiglass, snapping back up on your station. Keep style elevated, you feeling this sensation. You are higher zone, you are the unknown.
Hey, Grant Cardone here. Welcome to the Cardone Zone. Every week I come to you to talk about your business, your finances, your career, everything that has to do with your career. Dang, I'm on fire today. Oh, this show's going to be great because we're talking about one of my favorite topics in the world. One of the great gifts that I have been given in the last 5 years is a thing called social media. I read an article about ROI and social media. Now, I have been for 4 years now telling people, dude, if you need to make sense of your social media, you don't get social media. You don't get it. On Twitter, I'm at Grant Cardone. Our phone number here is 305-865-8668, 305-865-8668. 8 is my favorite number because it represents infinity. And that's what I'm working for. You know, every time I make a post on social media, and by the way, I shouldn't understand social media. I should not be getting the benefits of social media that I am getting. I should not be using social media to the degree that I am using. I am a very practical guy, a business guy that I squeeze a dollar, dog. I can squeeze it down. I got to make sense of it. I got to make sure the investment's smart. But I got to tell you, social media has been the greatest gift I have ever experienced in business. If you need to make sense, if you need an ROI explanation, if you are a social media company that does the whole, I can validate the ROI. Dude, if you need to validate ROI to a customer in order for them to get involved in social media, they do not understand social media. So check out this article, okay? Spending on social media marketing continues to grow, but what are the metrics that could actually measure? And should they be benchmarked against ROI? Businesses of all shapes and sizes have bought into the idea of social media marketing. Check this out now. 1.7 billion users on planet Earth. The rise of social media has provided commercial enterprises with a new and unique way to engage with existing and potential new customers. When it comes to actually quantifying the benefits, however, there's still a lot of corporate head scratching going on. A recent survey of chief marketing officers found that nearly 49% were not able to quantify whether social media had made a difference to their companies. Well, hey, Mr. Corporate, Mr. sitting in some white tower, okay, some off into the land of bye-bye where you're in the clouds and not connected to people anymore. The only reason you would need an explanation as to whether this is working or not is because you don't know anything about Facebook, don't know how to use Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. You don't know how, so you need somebody to explain to you why is it worth it. 36% of chief marketing officers. Dude, I don't even have a title like that, okay? 36% said that's about a third, had a good sense of the qualitative, though not quantitative, results. 15% said they had seen a proven quantitative impact. I'll give you one example. A company called Independent Texan Coffee House, the Coffee Grounds, started using Twitter as a direct ordering channel. Ordering. It saw sales and market share increase by 25%. Okay, I'm going to take a caller here in a second, but I want to give you some facts about social media in case you need to make sense of the ROI. What if I could tell you that I could connect with 58% of all the people on planet Earth with social media? 58% of all people are on some social site. 98% of all people 18 to 24 years old actually, are on a social media site. 56% of population USA, 11% of the world population is on Facebook, 14% on LinkedIn, 11% of the population is on Twitter, 9% on Google+. Those are all Google+ employees, by the way. Average time on social, check this out, 7.6 hours a month. That's way less time than I spend on it. 11 hours. The Israelis spend 11 hours compared to the American that spends 7.6 hours. YouTube, by the way, is not considered a social media platform, which is extremely interesting and opportunist of a guy like me. The unique visits to YouTube a month. Anybody know what the number is? Unique visits to YouTube every month. 490 million people are unique to YouTube a month. The hours per month, can you guys guess? $100. Hours per month? Yeah, worldwide. 2.9 billion hours. Can you pull up my numbers on YouTube just for the last week? I'm going to take a caller first. Charles from Houston, Texas. How you doing? Is Charles here?
Yeah, this is Charles.
Charles, how you doing, man?
Excellent, Grant. How you doing?
Good, my friend. Is this Charles Cannon that hit me on YouTube after my last show?
This is Charles Cannon. Hit you on YouTube after the last show.
My man. Now Charles, how did you find out about me, Charles? Do you know me from my seminars back when I was in Houston years ago?
Yeah, I've been in the business 12 years.
Okay.
I worked at Lawrence Marshall Clinton GMC, and when I first got into business, my manager made us go to your seminar, and I was impressed. So
he made you. You wouldn't have gone if he'd have left it up to you, right?
Exactly.
So Charles, now you hit on my YouTube channel last. This is perfect that you're calling in because this is what social media does. When you're out social, okay, because I haven't done a seminar in Houston for a while, but I'm out doing either a radio show that we broadcast on YouTube or Ustream and then post on Facebook and Twitter. And Charles picked up my show last week and I was talking about, what was the topic of that show? Charles,
you were talking about the minimum wage increase and how it's going to affect everybody.
The minimum wage. Oh, yeah, going from $7.25 to $10, right?
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
And then you posted something. You posted something on my Twitter feed and on my YouTube, and I didn't see either one of them. And then Charles took the initiative to email me directly. Charles, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you being a professional enough to know, one, Grant would want to know, what I think about it. Number two, and we'll tell you here in a second, won't be able to do that break. And number two, he persisted. Okay, so I didn't see it on YouTube. I didn't see it on Twitter. And you want to tell him what you wrote me an email about?
Yeah, basically what it was I watch your shows on YouTube every week. I don't get a chance to watch it live because I'm at work. So usually on my way home, I watch his show and stuff. And so I was listening to your comments about the minimum wage increase, and then you were specifically talking about Obama. And then you said you caught a statement that you said that caught my attention. And then a picture showed up in the background. And then, I was like, well, maybe I wasn't hearing it right. So I got home, I listened to it, and I was like, okay. And then I proceeded to.
Just so everybody knows, okay, I was talking about Obama. I talked about Obama, and I talked about Obama having big ears. Mm-hmm. And then I was talking about politicians. And then I said, these baboons. Just so you know, Charles, I was not referring to Obama when I said that, and I can show the clip, okay? See, I
watched the clip. I showed the people. I show people starting at the 13-minute mark, and you may have been talking about politicians, but the way it came out, you were talking about Obama at the time. At that specific point in time, your attention may have been, I'm talking about politicians, but in that specific, You know what I did, even before I emailed you?
Come on, man. Tell me.
I emailed, this is what I did. I showed the video clip to 20 different people, different races, different backgrounds. People didn't know you.
Yeah.
And the only thing I did was, watch this clip and let me know what you think. And
dude, I got it. First of all, I got to tell you, I thank you for spreading the word, okay?
Yeah, I know. You got extra hits, exactly.
Yeah.
But actually what I did was, out of the 20 people, one person saw it the way you did.
Okay.
And the others were like, yeah, that can be deemed offensive.
Yeah.
And again, these people, some knew you, some black, some white, Hispanic, whatever.
Yeah.
They had no idea.
And what race are you, Charles? Just so everybody knows.
I am black.
Okay. So
and so and a lot of times this happens. What you mean to say and how it comes out can be two totally different things. So I don't know you personally. I've only mentioned it one time in a seminar.
Yeah.
I don't think that you're a evil, bad person or racist or whatever.
Yeah.
Comment may have been just somebody like me and other people that watched it. It got interpreted differently than probably what you genuinely meant.
Yeah, totally. Because I'll just tell you, I didn't vote for Obama, but when I see our president, I'm like, okay, he's our president, man. Let's support him as much as possible. I don't like any politicians. I don't like Boehner. I don't like Reid. I don't like the white woman that's 90 years old and she's Pelosi. I don't like Obama, but it's got nothing to do with the color of his skin. It means nothing to me. You can Charles, if you're ever down in Miami, I want you to come in my office and see how many different races that work in our office, how many women work here. It don't matter to me. Results matter to me. And I'm sorry that you interpreted it like that. I don't know if we can play that. Can we play it? You got to be able to play it for me, man. It's at 13 minutes. What was the time, Charles? 13:69 or something.
I let people watch about 2 minutes of it. Again, I don't say anything. I don't say, hey, what are you thinking? I say, give me your opinion of this. I don't preface it at all.
Yeah, right there. Let's play that. Okay, hang on, Charles. I think we're going to be able to pull it up and play it.
Higher minimum wage.
Okay, but go ahead and play the audio.
You need before you give up control to these freaking baboons.
And then the image.
Somebody won't like me saying that.
Maryland, the Maryland bill. You see, but when I'm talking about the baboons, dude, when I'm talking about the baboons, I mean, the president's one person. Cut it. The president's one person, not many people. And by the way, my guy shows a chimpanzee. Now, he doesn't even know the difference because where are you from? He's from Czechoslovakia. I got a guy in Czechoslovakia. He doesn't know the difference between a baboon and a chimpanzee. Either way, Charles, look, what I want to say, first of all, is social media works, folks. It gets you attention. Number two, I want to commend you, Charles, for being so professional about this whole thing, okay? You could have easily just kind of written me off and said, oh, screw Grant Cardone. He's a racist, white, redneck pig, and I hate his guts. And you could have just nattered about me amongst your people, but you didn't do that. You wrote me an email. You hit me on YouTube. You hit me on Twitter. And, dude, because of that, I'm sending you my new audio program, MP3 download, Sell or Be Sold. I'm going to make you another $100,000 this year. How about that?
And actually, Grant, I don't want anything free. I'm going to pay for it. I
want to send it to you, though.
No. My purpose was not to get something free from you. My purpose.
I know that, man. I know that.
Aware, I do not want nothing free. I'm going to pay for it.
Okay. Black card or silver card?
I'm not at that level yet. I'll get there.
Okay, man. Okay. Now, dude, I just want to send it to you. I appreciate you calling in, though, Charles. Are you on Twitter, Charles?
Yes, I am.
What's your handle?
My handle is at Charles L. Cannon.
All right.
Cannon.
Okay. I'm going to get you some followers then, all right?
All right, Grant. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, buddy. So, folks, we're talking about social media. We're going to take a break right here. But when I come back, I'm going to show you how to build your Facebook page, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, why you want to build them, and how to make sure you don't have to worry about the ROI. It's going to be banging for you.
Are you one of those people not satisfied with good? If you're at $100 and want to go to $100,000, or if you're at $1 million and want to achieve $10 million, it's time to change your game. When are you going to make the move? If you want more freedom, if you want more choices in your life, then Grant Cardone's MP3 Game Changer package is for you. It's the 10X rule. The Rules of Success and Sell or Be Sold was narrated by Grant Cardone himself. Learn to go from nothing to everything, from being unknown to being known worldwide. Grant wants you to have your freedom and to achieve your highest potential. A $700 value on sale now for $179.99. Grant Cardone came from nothing and is now a multimillionaire. The information contained in this package got him there. You need the tools, the inspiration, the guidance, and the technique to achieve your potential. Order now at grantcardone.com/game changer. That's grantcardone.com/game changer. Always be moving forward. Find your freedom and your opportunity. Order your Game Changer MP3 package today.
Hey, Grant Cardone, welcome back to Cardone Zone. Every Thursday, I come here to talk about your business, your finances, your career, your future, your monies, your paper. What you going to do to get your game on? That's what I'm talking to you about every week. On Twitter, I'm at Grant Cardone, #CardoneZone. Here are the problems with social media, okay? This is the problems I think all companies have. Number one, you're not using it. Oh, yeah, Grant, I'm on it. No. You're not using it for business, okay? You got an egg for an avatar, right? Your company's clean water and you got a picture of a lake, okay? Or you got a picture of a dog and you're not a veterinarian. Even if you're a veterinarian, dude, I ain't sending my dog to another dog. I need to know who I'm sending my dog to. One, you're not using it. Number two, you're not using it correctly. Number three, you're not using it enough. And who am I to say anyway? Guys, start pulling up my numbers, all right? Who am I to say? No, I'm just 56 years old, operate 3 businesses, don't fit any demographic for social media. One, you're not using it. Number two, you're not using it correctly. Number three, you're not using it enough. And number four, you're not using all of them. Look, I use all of them, okay? To me, it doesn't matter. I use anything and everything to get attention. The benefits to social media. When I look at social media, I don't see technology, a computer. I see signage. I see the ability to get attention. I see how can I make myself familiar with people that don't, one, get attention first. Number two, make myself familiar with them. How do you make yourself familiar? You show up at the same restaurant every day. I can be on Facebook every day. It's like showing up at a restaurant every day. I could actually retweet about that restaurant every day without visiting the restaurant every day and get that restaurant and its employees. I did this recently. I'm in Miami. The best interior designer in this city, maybe in the country, certainly in the state of Florida, is a cat named Stephen G. Interiors by Stephen G. I want everybody to hit his name right now on Twitter at Interiors by Stephen G. I want this guy to design this place that we're buying, okay? I want him to do the interior design. So what do? I start banging the guy on Twitter and on his Facebook page at Interiors. Let me be sure this is right. Yeah, Int by Stephen G. INT by Stephen G. INT by Stephen G. The best in the business. So what do? We hook up. I'm going to get him to do my place. He's going to do the interior design of my place. He's the best of the best. The guy charges $350,000. I'm going to get him to do it for nothing. Because I'm going to trade my social media presence and awareness, okay, with the marketplace. Why do you want to use social media? Not because there's a return on investment. You want to use it because it's signage, it's attention, it's familiarity, it's branding, it's awareness, it's a leadership position, and it's a social. Social's not for ads, and it's not for an offer first. Social is a way for you to actually manage your reputation. For instance, can we Google my name, Grant Cardone? Can y'all do that from there? If you Google my name, you know what you're going to see come up, and then you'll have to plus it up so people can actually see it. You're going to see me control the front page perfectly. Without ever spending a nickel from anyone, you will see, you're going to have to even go bigger than that, Paulie. You're going to see, okay, Grant Cardone, sales expert. Next one, Grant Cardone YouTube. Don't tell me YouTube's not a social media. That's ridiculous. It's a way to control my reputation online. It comes up second because it's owned by Google. Okay, Grant Cardone Wikipedia. It's trash. It's not that good. They won't let me control the input. They'll let anybody else put whatever they want. Number 4, Grant Cardone on Twitter. Why am I sitting on my own front page? You think it's because my name's Grant Cardone? No, it's because I got, 49,000 tweets. Grant Cardone Miami Beach on Facebook. That's my fan page. That's not my personal page. Cardone Success is not my name. There's 380,330 likes on that page. 86,564 people are talking about that page right now. What am I telling you? Signage, attention, familiarity, brand, awareness, leadership position, reputation management. The next one is Grant Cardone Huffington Post. What am I doing? I'm writing articles for Huffington Post. They don't pay me until it hits my front page. Amazon, Grant Cardone Books. Why write a book? You don't write a book because you want to make money selling books. You write books because you want to become a celebrity in the space. Grant Cardone LinkedIn. Why do I use all these? I told you the mistakes you're making them. You're not using them. You're not using them enough. You're looking for an ROI, and you don't use them all. I'm using them all. Okay, I use them all. That's the first page, okay? That's the first page. So when you think social, I want you to think, and then I'm going to take Adam. Is Adam unemployed? Is that who we're taking? Okay, Adam's going to come on. But first I want to tell you, when you think social, I want you to think the word ages. Ages. Awareness first. Give second. Educate third. S is for shares. You want people sharing. I don't know if you can show that post that we did last night. There was, 2,000 likes, 109,000 views, and about a 50% share rate. Now, notice this right here. Shares is king in the social media world. Go back, Paulie, just so we can see. This was liked 3,331 times. And this simple little quote, I'm going to succeed because I'm crazy enough to think I can. That's not my quote. And by the way, share or enjoy more at quotesdump.com. I didn't take their name off of it. I used their name, gave them credit for it. I got 3,331 likes out of it. And more importantly, I got 25% of the people say, hey, I liked it enough to share it. Huh? 3,331 likes. 110,000 people saw it. Is that valuable? 114,000 people saw it. Is that valuable? What did it get me? It got me awareness. I give something to people. Ages. A, awareness. G is give. E is educate. Am I educating? Of course, people want to be educated and they want to be entertained. And S is for shares. It's called ages, baby. Let me talk to Adam, and then we're going to go to a sharp break. Adam?
You're looking for an ROI, and you don't use them all.
Okay, mute your end. Adam, talk to me. What's your question?
Go. Hold on 1 second. What's going on, Rockstar?
How you doing, my friend?
Pretty good. I'm giving you a buzz in. I'm a professional sales recruiter for the last 13 years, and had a question I'd like to get your opinion on.
Let's do it, brother. Let's do it.
I recruit professionally for commission-only sales positions. I've been ranked in Fortune 500 companies in the top 1%. And what I found a lot, recently is people that are turning away positions to continue just to stay on unemployment. And I was looking to get your thoughts on that, my friend.
Dude, it's ugly, isn't it? Crazy when unemployment's better than going to get a new job. I think the one thing I would tell you is this situation reminds me of companies that don't want to spend or invest any money or train or educate their people. It's a very similar situation. No, dude, I'm good. I'm satisfied with what I have. We don't want to educate our people. I don't want to make them better. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing. It's the same thing with the guy that says, hey, no, I don't want to get a good job. I just want to get some food stamps. So I think the thing I do when I have that problem, when I reach a band of people that are complacent, satisfied, don't want to invest in their future, You just got to increase your bandwidth, and you got to increase your funnel. I would get the book If You're Not First, You're Last. If You're Not First, You're Last. It's a New York Times bestseller about prospecting and filling up your pipeline. I think you can see it right here somewhere. If you're not first, you're last. I hope that helps. But it is a problem in America, folks, people being satisfied. That's a problem for them. It's an opportunity for you. Okay, how we doing? Let's take a short break right here. We're going to come back and pick it up with a social media expert named Michael Shine and see what he has to say about this whole ROI thing. This is Grant Cardone on Twitter, at Grant Cardone. You can hashtag your question, Cardone Zone. I'll be right back. Hey, Grant Cardone here, and by this time you've probably heard the news. Yeah, it's true. What you've heard is true. I definitely did go too far. My attorneys have told me to, kind of be careful about making this video, but I do want to take the time to apologize to you, to my fans. I especially want to apologize to my family, my two little daughters. I hope when they grow up they're able to understand this. Apologize to my wife. All of you that follow me on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, you guys that have supported me for years, I apologize. I know that I went too far. I know that I did too much. I take full responsibility for it. And while I regret it, okay, like the rants, okay, look, I knew I was getting carried away last year with the rants. We did 150 rants. Some of them were over the top. The 23,000 tweets, dude, it was a lot of tweets. It was crazy. Some of them were just way over the top. The Santa tweet, my staff took it down. It was so over the top. The Miley Cyrus tweets, the tweets to Obama and to the governor of California, okay? The Chris Christie tweets, the Sears tweet, the Macy's, the Pennies, the retail tweets, okay? It was insane, man. So while I regret offending anyone that follows me, dude, if that offended you, wait and see what I do this year. It's going to be freaking over the top crazy, okay? It's going to be arrest level crazy on Twitter. You got to follow me on Twitter because this year I promise you at least 30,000 tweets over the next 12 months that will inspire you, will motivate you, and will show you how to take you, your business, and your family to another level, baby. I'm taking Twitter to jail. Hey, welcome back. This is Grant Cardone in the Cardone Zone. We're talking about social media. We're talking about ROI. I can't even say it. Okay, I just had Brandon Hampton. His Twitter handle is sick, at CEO. He just told me, he says 20 tweets a day for a business is a huge no-no. I think he's telling me that because he's got my name added on there. Yeah, I wouldn't do 20 a day. I'd do 2 an hour, 24 hours a day. I'd do 48 a day, and I'd say it's not a no-no as long as it's creative, as long as it's, because my business, if you go look at my Twitter yesterday, okay, and he's following me, and I'm following him now, but yesterday I had at least 40 tweets. He's saying 20 a day is a huge no-no. I'm telling you, folks, you're not using it enough. Let everybody think it's a no-no. Let everybody think that's the rule. That's good for me, dude. I want to get out there, okay? If you could buy every billboard down the highway between your home and your company, you could take the city of Chicago or Indianapolis or wherever you live, and you could say, I'm going to take and own every billboard, every mile between your house and your office. Would you own them all? How about 20 miles on the other side? Sure. Oh, no, that's a huge no-no. You can't do that. That's too much. You're going to be overexposed. If you're Coca-Cola, do you want to be on every shelf in every grocery store in the world, or just some of them because you're worried about being overexposed? They're showing you my Twitter feed from yesterday, okay? Look, they're so different. These are my business Twitter handles, okay? This is Grant Cardone. The personality is a business. So we're discussing social media today. Ages, awareness, give, educate, shares. Okay, if you're going to create a Facebook page, okay, start with Facebook. Start with one of them. Start with any of them. I don't care. But let's say you go get a Facebook page and you're a business. First of all, don't get a personal page. Get a fan page. Get a fan page. create the page, and get a great graphic in the background. Can you show the difference between my personal page and my fan page? By the way, I have them both. Avatar. Your avatar matters, okay? No eggs on Twitter, okay? Don't be so lazy that you don't post your photo, okay? Now, this is a shoot that we did for Whatever It Takes. It's also got the image of me right here. If you can make it bigger, people can see. You need a good, strong profile image of you and your company. This can change, but it needs to be interesting. It needs to say something about your company. In this case, can you make it bigger? In this case, what are we saying about my page right there, my fan page? I'm saying, hey, this is who I am, okay? So also, when you're creating a fan page, create a purpose. What is the purpose of this page? For instance, the purpose of this page is different than the purpose of my personal page. Now, I'm going to beat this thing to death. I think we had how many views yesterday, Paulie, on this page? Paulie, how many views yesterday? 330,000 views on that fan page. Am I using it too much? I don't know. We had 250,000 views the day before. I said, hey, increase the post. My last post yesterday was at 11:59 at night. So I was getting ready to go to bed. I had a little girl in bed with me. I put one last post up. That was the one that was hit from midnight till 5 o'clock in the morning. Create a purpose for your page. That page's purpose is different than this page's purpose. Oh, look who's in the background. Superman, my brother, my weaker brother from another mother. Create purpose for the page. See, my personal page is about me, my family, what I'm doing, something I run into, someplace I'm going. My fan page is about quotes, business, strategies. Commit to frequency. You need frequency, folks, okay? Frequency, and you need consistency. You need lots of consistency. I can't doing 3 posts like my wife is on Twitter, she'll or on Facebook, either one. She'll dump 4 posts in 2 minutes because she's a lazy social media person. She's on for a second. You need to be consistent and frequent. It needs to be drop, 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 drop. What does consistent mean? Continuing, keep going. Bleed the freaking marketplace out. Bleed it out, man. Just keep attacking. Attack. How do you get a village to surrender? Attack. They're going to fight in the beginning until finally what? Okay, surrender. I'm in. They're either going to quit following you or they're going to say, hey, you know what? I like your material. Now, if your material sucks, that's a problem. If your creative is bad, and I talked about this in a show last week. I said, look, Mike Tyson didn't go broke because he overspent. Mike Tyson quit making new money. See, when his career was over, he couldn't create new income to support his spending. He had an income problem, not a spending problem. On Twitter, when you do your Twitter page, when you create a Twitter page, create the page, create a purpose. What's this page for? I'm creating a page. It's simple. It costs you nothing, okay? What is the purpose? And then I want you to think in terms of frequency. What is the frequency? I think every 30 minutes is a nice strategy. Every 30 minutes, drop a tweet. Share other people's tweets. Look, the purpose of social media is not to have friends. It's to make money, man. And how do you make money? Every week I come to you and say, look, man, the first rule of making money is to get attention for your brand. You want to become top of mind for your customers. You must use frequency and consistency. Once you get top of mind, you got to repeat the command. It's Grant Cardone over here, Grant Cardone over here, Grant Cardone over here. Hit me up on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook. Hey, my YouTube channel, not considered a social medium. We get most of my business from YouTube. Most of our calls from people we don't know comes from that little channel right there where we drop what? Video. Remember the acronym? Acronym is AGES, First Awareness. There's 1,200 videos on YouTube. You know what I had people tell me? You dropping too much video on YouTube. You give too much away on YouTube. People aren't going to give you money. All your stuff is free on YouTube, okay? 1,200 videos. Is there ROI? Look, the more videos I put up free on YouTube, the more money we make here in my company. I don't have 3 videos up there or 12. And I don't worry about the quality first. I worry about awareness first. Awareness comes from quantity. Number 2, give people something they want. 3, educate people. And make sure that you're putting some video up there that is shared. Top of mind for your customers. Must use frequency and consistency. Become a celebrity in your space. Look, I want to be the celebrity go-to. When you say my name, sales, when you say that name, sales, that word sales, you say, hey, Grant Cardone, where's he at? Okay. Adam from, is it Adam or Antonio? Antonio, come to me, brother. Okay, tell everybody in McDonald's to be quiet, man. What's your question, brother?
Grant Cardone?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how's it going, man? My name is Antonio. How are you?
Good, man. I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Listen, the reason I'm calling in is because I'm kind of having trouble figuring out what I want to do and what steps I want to do moving forward as far as, a future or a business or whatever. And I mean, I've been to many jobs, but it seems to me that, I feel like I'm psychologically unemployable, which is why I keep going from job to job. And
dude, who told you that? Who told you that you're psychologically unemployable? Your mom, your dad, your brother?
I told myself that.
No, somebody else told you that. Who told you that, man?
I must have heard it or got it from someone or somebody a long time ago.
Who told you, man? I want you to think about who told you that you were psychologically unemployable.
You know what? To be honest, I
come on, man. Give me a name. I need a name. Somebody told you that you are psychologically unemployable. Who told you that?
I don't know.
Somebody told you that, though, huh?
Did I see it on your show?
No. Hell no. I wouldn't tell you that.
It must have been.
There's a course I want you to do. I want you to call my office when you're done here, okay?
Okay.
You can go to my website, grantcardone.com, and I want you to go do a course called Ups and Downs, okay? Because somebody dropped a piece of data on you. Dude, that's not true. You're not psychologically unemployable, but if you believe you are, I mean, the interview's not going to go very good, I got to tell you. When they give you the test and they say, let's do a test, you're going to be like, hey, I'm psychologically unemployable. I already know how this test ends. So, bro, what you got to do is you got to get around the right people because you're hanging around some of the wrong people. It could be mom, dad, brother, uncle, aunt, cousin. It could be your friends. It could be somebody. Somebody is urinating into your freaking gumbo. And that's gumbo you don't want to eat, bro, because it's going to have a nasty aftertaste.
Yeah, I mean, right now in my situation, I mean, as far as like having money to start, a small business, a couple $1,000s. I mean, the money's there, but I mean, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you don't need money, bro. You don't need money. Yeah, I'm with you.
Motivated by money, but
I'm with you, bro. But you don't need money right now. What you need is a mental rehabilitation. You need a good swabbing of the brain. You need a good cleansing of the soul, baby. You need a mental enema. You need what do we need? A colonic. We need a creative colonic. The cleansing of the belief of my man Adam. It's Adam, right? Antonio. We just got to get you hooked up, dude. And we got to get you on the rules of success. But first thing I want you to do is a course called the Ups and Downs course. Folks, you need a strong social media presence to build your brand awareness. You do not need to look for ROI. Companies like American Airlines. How about the Miami International Airport? How about the Chicago International Airport? How about Los Angeles International Airport? Regis Magazine or Regis USA. How about Entrepreneur Magazine or Whole Foods? I'm in Whole Foods the other day. I said, dude, I got to make more money just to shop at Whole Foods. And what happens? Literally moments, I'm tweeting that. Literally moments later, Whole Foods says, oh, yeah, and by the way, check out our fresh food and seafood. I'm like, oh, my God, I just complained about the prices. And they're tweeting back to me, make sure you check it out. Look, you need to be on these social mediums. These are not for kids. They're not a gimmick. You don't need to worry about the ROI. I can tell you that we've had a 75% increase in web traffic, a 69% increase in market intelligence I have more data from the marketplace to know what people are thinking about. Companies are claiming that their increased loyalty from fans. You can measure this, folks. You know what I need to measure? Do I have something to talk about in a daily meeting? Do I have something to brag about with my clients? Am I reaching people in India, China, Taiwan, Mexico, across the planet? Do I have more people talking about my name, buying my books, buying my products? Social media is a way for you to advertise to the world. If you don't want to be known, you want to fly under the radar, don't use these social mediums, but you need them. They're cheap. There's no cost. You do not have to pay any money. You do not have to buy an ad. You need to be creative. You need to be frequent. You need to be consistent. And you need to decide to control your social media in order to control your social reputation. This is Grant Cardone in the Cardone Zone. Every week I come to you to share with you ideas about how you can improve and control and enhance your business, your finances, your money. Hey, look, let's face it. If you're just going to be average on social media, don't expect any results. Like I say every week, be great or nothing else. Cuz and are, and it will happen. Be great or nothing else pays. Do you have salespeople that can't close the sale, refuse to make those extra calls, and never hit their quotas? If you own or manage a company that depends on sales, pay attention to this offer. My name's Grant Cardone, best-selling author of 4 business books since the economic collapse. I've worked with the top Fortune 100 companies to increase sales production. Look, the reason your salespeople don't close deals and don't make those extra calls and can't hit their quotas is not what you think. I want to provide you with free access to my online sales tool that will coach your people in real time how to handle every sales situation and every sales challenge. Whether your people sell over the phone or in person, my online platform will show your people exactly what they must do to get those extra sales they're missing. Call 800-368-5771. That's 800-368-5771 for your free access to the most successful sales coaching site in the world today. That's 800-368-5771.
Before my life is sin, I'm jumping in even if I don't know how to swim. Working like it's 2 of me, but I
Did no rounds, and let me tell you, I'm not conceited, I'm just convinced. Listen, I'm so modest, I can admit my own fault. And my only fault is I don't realize how great I really am.